Hey, I just met you and this is chemistry, so here's some tips, so you pass maybe? God, I hate that song. I'm a doodle of one of L's former students. I'm here to help you make it out of chemistry alive. L will try to trip you up, homie, but don't let him. You're way too smart to fall for his stupid tricks. So let me give you some tips on how to make it out of baby chemistry, and into AP chemistry. First off, chemistry is hard. If you were in this class to raise your GPA from the dead, know that zombies only rise in Florida. Or in World War II Germany. But this is Virginia. If you want to raise your GPA, you will need to prop it up yourself, Weekend at Bernie's style. This means you will have to study. L is going to give you a chart with 14 polyatomic ions on it. He will tell you every day for the next 2 months to memorize them. Guess what? You need to know them. If you do not know them, then in November when you have your first weekly quiz, you will cry. You will beat your head on the table till green ooze comes out of your eyes. You may even call L inappropriate and hurtful things. He has heard them all. He is titanium. You shoot him down, but he don't fall. So study those ions. Don't let green ooze come out your eyes. That's just gross. So many chemicals in chemistry are toxic and dangerous. L has been around a lot and it's driven L a little crazy. He thinks that by talking louder he is more likely to get you to know it. He typically teaches really loud. He can and will talk over you. If you have an issue, grab a tissue. Need a friend. Find each other at lunch. Looking for a date. Realize that you are too good for some nerd in chemistry. L's class is not your private social hour. In short, please don't ruin the movie by adding your personal soundtrack. L is the captain of the good ship chemistry. He went to sea. And you. Home. Of the captains. You did not. You were not the captain. Sorry if this hurts your feelings. What the captain says goes. The end. If he says you need to know this, you can bet it's on the test. If he says run for your life, start running. The lab is about to explode. You see, the captain is only trying to steer the ship, aka your life, into a safe harbor, aka AP. If you ignore the captain because he is weird, silly, uncool, is a bad joke teller, or because your poop don't stink, you will most likely crash onto the rocks of life and drown in a sea of debt, self-loathing, and ignorance. Don't be scared, your captain is here to help you. He is even going to try something new out this year. He used to have me go on a rant about cheating, now he is having me instead teach you about averages. Since AP is graded based on an average and L wants you all to be ready for AP, he is going to grade your tests on an average. If you cheat and your score goes up, you will mess up the average for other students who did not cheat, causing their grade to go down. They will turn you in and you will no longer be in chemistry. They will form a ravenous mob and chase after you with pitchforks and torches. They may use you to reenact their favorite scene from the Hunger Games. And as you crawl bleeding and broken from the rubble, L will be there, laughing over your corpse. But this is silly, you are way too smart to cheat. If you do see someone cheating, please tell L after class. He will remove their grade from the average and your grade will be unaffected by the idiot who couldn't learn a few things. On a related note, but not at all, cell phones. We all know that Angry Birds is far more interesting than anything L could say. Do you really think you are going to succeed in chemistry if you were playing Temple Run all class? L is a cool and a patient guy. He won't make a fuss if you play on your phone all period. He probably won't say a word. He will, however, keep a record, and when he sees that you have been on your phone 3 times, he will simply hand you a referral with the times and dates. He won't say anything, won't make a scene or discuss it. Take your phone down to 116 and confess your sins, my child. Don't cry, L is a ginger and has no soul. Your tears are, in Pokemon terms, not very effective. If you are sick, don't come to school. We don't all want what you have. Stay home, eat soup, play games, watch Murray. But if you are not sick, and are not dead, you should come to class. Don't fail just because you could not stand L's body odor. Gingers freak you out, You forgot that you had school on Tuesdays, or because the beach just sounded more fun. If you skip, L will call home during class. If no one picks up, he will call your parents at work. Your parents will text you angry messages involving threats to your posterior dermis should you not return to L's class. L will look at you as you return and you will see the dark twisted leprechaun pride in his eyes. Don't allow this to happen. It's just weird how much he enjoys it. Plus he's kind of funny to look at anyway, so come to class and veg out like the rest of your peers. When the bell rings, no matter what the emergency, wait at your seats. We are not cattle waiting for the next slaughter. This is for your safety. L is a sneaky little leprechaun. He will grab his rinse bottle from his desk and spray you should you rush the stage. If you are patient and wait for him to open the door, you will leave dry. If not, well, I hope you've covered your electronics and weave. L does not care what he soaks or on who. So be warned. Lastly, I know you are hungry. Your last meal was like 20 minutes ago. You may feel envious of the poorest Ethiopian for the dirt he has to eat, but it is of the utmost importance that you not consume any food or drink while in the chemistry lab. You have no way of knowing what has been on the lab benches. What if in the class before you some potassium chloride was used and spilled on your desk? You may be saying, who cares if they played with possums, I want my Cheez-Its. Nom nom nom. Well, guess what, Mr. Munchie, you just ingested the active ingredient in lethal injections. So enjoy your Cheez-Its. Dumby. Or in the previous lab we used phenolphthalein. Well, ingest that and you will have to use the bathroom. A lot. As in, we will see you next period and you will be asking for chapstick. But not for your face. Yes, that's right, for your posterior. You see, phenolphthalein is the active ingredient in laxatives. See, chemistry can be dangerous, but that's what makes it so fun. So don't eat or drink in here. Well, that about wraps it up. The last tip I have for you, both for survival and success, is to remember, it is the sign of a weak mind that can only express itself through foul language. William Shakespeare invented over 2,000 ways to insult someone and never used any foul words other than ass, as in the donkey, and damnation, as in if you fail chemistry you will be in eternal damnation, for God will judge you wanting. L keeps a record of everything you say and do, and if you have trouble expressing yourself, L will simply write down what you say and send you to 116 without so much as a word. As Shakespeare said, you are not worth another word, else I'd call you knave. However, you must be really smart to have made it this far, and you will be even smarter after AP Chemistry. When it is time to schedule classes for next year, L and I will return to trick you into AP. If you can survive, and or pass chemistry, you can certainly pass AP Chemistry. Keep your chin up and study your polyatomic ions.